around. I'm going to wake up that morning, drink some coffee, and I'm going to give it all I got that day. I can't. No, he can't. Come on.
Will he pull some bags? Some of the best people in the ACO.
People to go, what is that?
Oh no, what am I doing?
Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. The World Championships are always full of surprises when it comes to the ACO, and this is season 21. Worlds at the Owensboro Convention Center. It's Finn. I'm checking back in, and my apologies. We had one more final that we wanted to run for you because these folks have worked all season long, qualified in the top 128. For the World Big Blind Draw, and we've come down to our final match. It's going to be Shannon Shemwell and Timmy Key against Kaz Barkley and Todd Smith. And this should be fun to watch, and we'll see exactly how this all shakes out. Things have started to wind down here at the Convention Center, but you know what? They've worked all year to get this, and there is a set of green jerseys on the line for this match. So Kaz Barkley stands across from his partner, Todd Smith. Shan Shumwell and Timmy Key are fighting against one another here, and I'll tell you a little bit about I think three of these guys playing out of Kentucky. One, obviously, Kaz plays out of Georgia, for those of you who know him. And, Timmy Key, I'm looking to see what else he's done. He comes in ranked in season 21 as number 31 under ACO Pro status. In season 20, he was number 96, made it in by the white hair of his chinny chin. So congratulations. This is a kind of a cool thing. Again, the big blind draw. Obviously, you have a lot of games you got to play in, a lot of regionals, a lot of majors. And Shannon Shemwell is here as well. I want to get back to the pros that I'm following here because I am using the app, which I told you would be a great idea for you to do, and you should do it. So Shan comes in last season, came in at number 23 this year, number 36, ranked 36. So in that top 128 blind draw, those are his rankings. So he's a lifetime member as well. He's got himself an ACO tattoo, and we are underway. So Shemwell and Key are the blue lane higher seed. First bag out of the right paw of Kaz Barkley with a little block there from Timmy back behind. So now Kaz had an opportunity to go up and over, and he did. Is he going to try it again? Yeah, but he loses that one off the backside. But again, we've had some great matches all day today, and we wanted to give these guys their due for the top 128 and this World Blind Draw. Again, a couple of green jerseys for players of the season on the line here, and they will join an illustrious list, including Scott Harper for seniors, McKenna Kopp for the women's division, Drew Blavelt for juniors, Sebastian Barger and Kennedy Meineke for the co-ed, and Sebastian Barger just about 30 minutes ago took the top spot in world singles. So for those of you who may be joining us in a little bit late, we decided to come back on a little bonus coverage here from center court at the Owensboro Convention Center, and the early lead goes to the higher seed, and that would be Shannon Shemwell, and Timmy Key. We'll kind of keep an eye on the rounds and the PPR as they go. This is where you get to see a lot of support for a partner from one another, and the blind draws are always fun. I'm surprised. Typically, Todd Gammon is one of those, or Kim Dice is one of those that always, or Kim Jackson, I should say, always rolls up into a great blind draw as a great blind draw partner. But This match will be a double dip situation. If Shannon and Timmy are able to pull it off, it's a one and done for them. Kaz and Todd had to work their way through the bottom half of the bracket to get here. Nice stack right there. Timmy Key comes and bunches everything up. Same bag. Slick side down, runner right up the middle. Nicely done there. Tim going to try to do the same and muscle it up there, but loses it off the back. Oh, and Kaz leaves one off the backside as well. You see that lifetime membership tattoo on the back of Shemmy's right calf. And the score is now knotted at 4. Big day tomorrow here at the Owensboro Convention Center. Juniors, women's, seniors, doubles, juniors, women's, seniors, singles, co-ed, all kinds of stuff. We're going to have the Pro Series SCR games for the qualifying to set that final bracket of 16. As these guys just continue to trade bags. And Shemmy leaves one up high and dry there, so that'll cost him a couple. Adds that to the tally for Kaz and Todd. That 12 on 10. Shemmy throwing the over the top. Appreciate my boy, the Mississippi Ninja, for being here all afternoon and evening into the evening. He's going to get rested up. He's got a lot of bags to throw, so tomorrow we'll have a little guest commentary in here from our friends from over in the UK. The Wiz will be sticking his head into some headphones here. John Steins will look to him as well. And our boy Craig from Scotland, back for a second year. He was with us last year in Tulsa. As the score now is knotted at 6 on 6 here again in the World Big Blind Draw 128. One of Todd's bags out there in no man's land in right field, so just got to minimize the damage. Lays a little blocker. Shemmy going to go up and he tried to get up and over it. He said, that's on me. Yeah, it was. Nice push through. So anyway, that's going to be a 10 on 9, so even with one out of play like that, Smith and Barkley able to pull a point out of that to break the tie. First bag out of the right hand of Kaz Barkley. Kaz, who always tends to show up in the final grouping of these blind draws, got another one of those players who everybody's happy to have as a blind draw partner, to be sure. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, glad to have you here with us, and what a day it has already been. What a week it's already been. The State Slider Cup last night ended with California coming up on top out of 13 teams. Florida comes in number 2. And I'm telling you right now, the West Coast has made itself known, as that ends up being a 6 on 5, I believe. Yeah, so that'll be an extra penny added to the tally for Barkley and Smith, running out of the red lane, coming in at 9 and 2. Shemmy and Timmy Key come in at 6 and 0. So they had quite a bit of work to do, did Barkley and Smith, to get back to this. Double dip situation, though, so if Kaz and Todd pull this one out, all they have to do is do it again. Another couple added to that tally with a 12 on 10. So 10-6. Barkley has first bag honors once again. That one's just on layaway right there, even though it's sticky side down. Oh, now it has now been put back into inventory. I think those are both pinched unless somebody wants to go up and try to take a high run at it on an airmail. Now just a big old laundry basket building around that hole. Gonna try to come in slick side down and clean it up. He did drop one of his. Timmy Key with a Shemmy telling him to come in right around the 7 o'clock position. See what you can do with that. Yeah, I want to take a timeout and come down and take a look. Thanks again to our friends at Visit Owensboro and everyone here at the Convention Center. As always, the hospitality is unmatched. One of our favorite places to come here in Owensboro. That one comes in hot, piles up on top. Could find no particular purchase there, and that's going to be 2 more to add to the tally for Barkley and Smith, and that doubles up that lead now, 12-6. First bag from Todd Smith. Right arm takes the swing, runs it right up Main Street. Shemwell, knowing they've got a game to play with, does not seem overly stressed. That one should work its way in, and it does with a little assistance. Todd Smith dialed it in, double 4-bagger, nicely done. That leaves it at 12-6. Let's see what these guys are throwing respectively. Shannon Shemwell throwing a 9-8, Timmy Key a 6-8. Todd Smith a 10-4, and Kaz Barkley 7-4. So you can see Shemwell and Smith basically carrying their teams at this point. See all of our bag partners rolling across the bottom of the screen there. If one of those companies doesn't have a cornhole bag for you, you should probably take up a different sport, because they do. Nice airmail up over the top by Kaz Barkley. Timmy Key's got some work to do. He's got to get something done here if they hope to stay in this game and not go into the double dip scenario. Just go in. Just go in and get a point. You got to stop the bleeding, says Shemmy. 10-9, that gives them a crooked number there up on the board, 12-7, and it gives Shannon Shemwell the first bag. Standing a foot taller as far as the angle on the board to check out what's 27 feet away from him than Todd Smith, but both seem to have a pretty good lock on hole control right there up the middle of the board. One more for Smith to have a chance to try to bring that one home. He's not going to have to airmail it. Oh, and he's going to lose lose that one out to the side, lose them both. So that'll be a 4 spot now. 12-11. Yep, 12-8 brings us to 12-11. First bag to Timmy Key. Again, 3 Bluegrass boys and 1 Georgia Peach, and that is not how he wanted to start that round, to be sure. Going to go ahead and clear that one out. Dirty bag front board. Kaz Barkley lets him off the hook just a little bit. And that one's on hold for the moment. Pinched up now a little bit. Basically left 2/3 of the hole available for Key. That's one, should be able to pull that one down here momentarily. Kaz tried to get in there and back block again, and there's one that's going to fall. Right now we're looking at a 5-on-3. Oh, and 7-on-6, so that's another point, and that's going to tie us up there. Shemwell and Key pick up the point on that one, and a 7-on-6. So, yeah, that brings us to a dozen apiece now. New game, brand new game. And, again, that first bag out of Shannon Shemwell's hand. Back here from Center Court, Owensboro, Kentucky, the World Championships of Cornhole Season 21. See Damon Dennis sitting across the way. Good to have him back in the ACO, and I expect to see a lot of him over the next few days. You may have an opportunity to see quite a bit of him on Center Court as well. Back block there from Shemmy. Todd Smith going up and over. Nice backside airmail. Good shot. Shemmy going to try to match it and does just that. Owensboro Air Show showing up a few days early. Going to do it again. Oh, and he loses that one off the back. Load everything up into score magic, and that's a 3 spot right there. And that stop the bleeding advice that Shemwell gave Timmy Key a little while ago, just get it in and take the point, was a smart piece of partner advice, to be sure. Guys that aren't normally accustomed to playing one another, maybe outside a blind draw. Some good pairings right here. Timmy Key runs up the middle, gets hung up just a little bit. Kaz should probably shoot the middle and try to clean it up, and he loses that one off the back. So he's got 2 sitting up, 1 under. Oh, boy. Key unable to unlock what he needed to. So that just put it on the board. Advice right there. Yields an 8 on 6 to cut the lead to 15-14, but that gives first bag back to Todd Smith. And again, if they win this one, they got to do it again. Shemwell's going to step out just a little bit, runs it up the middle. Nice little bully on that one. Oh, and Todd Smith does him a massive favor in not only putting his bag in and leaving his out of play, but creating a lane that Shemwell takes full advantage of. Nice bag right there to move his first bag back into position, and a great right to left mini cut shot, if you will. Good finish right there. Put it in just to gather the 2, and he does. That'll take it to 17 on 14 with a 12 on 10 frame. Big day tomorrow, big day Thursday, big day Friday. Tailgaters going on upstairs all day long. Vendors, bag makers, and everyone upstairs and down here at the Owensboro Convention Center. And if you know somebody who would love to just come out and hang out, feel free to have them do that. It's absolutely free for spectators to come out and catch what's going on. Sign up for a free ACO membership. Come in and play tailgater if you want to grab a partner and come up and try to get yourself into that final on Championship Saturday. We've got award ceremonies, all kinds of stuff going on there, and Kaz loses one there off the right side, but ultimately only gives up a point. Yeah, 8 on 7. Takes it to 18-14. Shemwell takes first bag. Deliberate look on his face. Deliberate delivery. Bag finds the center of the hole. Smith does the same. Well, he's just got just a very deliberate, big, long arm swing. Does Shannon. Oh, and he lets that one get a little bit loose. Able to sneak this one in here to finish. Oh, no, he's going to plug up the hole a little bit further. So Todd Smith is going to have to step out and try to coin slot this one a little bit into that spot that's been given to him, and he does just that for the wash, it looks like. Yeah, that'll be a couple of 8s. Yes, sir. 18 on 14. 3 points away from taking it in 1. 7 points away from forcing a game 2. Nice bag by Timmy Key just to settle himself down there. And there's no more satisfying feeling than just aiming for the hole and putting it in the hole. No trickery, nothing but just pure form. Oh, and that one's going to sit up high. And, and it almost did him the favor, did Kaz. But he's going to take 2 back now, and that's going to put us at 18 on 16. First bag back to Todd Smith. Again, this is the ACO World's 21 World's Big Blind Draw to the top 128. The opportunity to get in and qualify for this World Championship green jersey in the Big Blind Draw. And, oh, boy, that one ran the risk of running right off the front board, but it serves as a nice blocker right there. Smith's going to step out, trying to cut it left or right, and he loses it out to the 9 o'clock position. Oh, and the airmail risk versus reward from Shemwell is matched by 1 off. Yeah, he's telling him to go up again. Timmy says, go up, nail it, and he got it. Nicely done. 4 on 2. He's got to shoot it. Up and over. Nicely done under pressure. Well done. Great shot by Todd Smith. Shemwell going to try to do it again, and he's going to each of them have 1 off the back. Is that going to be a – or no, yeah, that's going to be a wash after all that. Crazy. A 5-on-5 wash. Barkley with the first bag. That one just on hold for a moment. That one is out of bounds. Barkley cleans up. This could be a lead change right here unless Timmy Key's able to pull off a magic trick right now, because he's left that middle wide open for Kaz to come in and clean up through the middle, and he does just that. This could be a 4-pointer right here. Oh, and it's going to be, oh my goodness, that's going to be a 12-on-6, and we're off to, it looks like we're off to game 2. All right, double dip scenario. If there was ever any doubt that this is how it was going to go, you haven't been paying attention for the last, I don't know, always. This is how it works. Definitely get your money's worth on these games. We'll start it again, but this is the one and done right now. A 21-18, a little Texas timeout between games. Do not know if these guys play with one another on a regular basis. They do seem to be very familiar with one another. So we'll do it all over again here on center court, Owensboro Convention Center. You can see behind the guys on the west side here of the of center court. They're not going to take any warm-up tosses. Taters Exchange going to go live now. I don't know if the scoreboard has been reset. Has it been? They haven't hit play on there just yet. They have to hit start, yeah. And once they hit start, I'll have more detail on exactly what's going on out there. Oh. All right. I am not seeing this reporting under the new data. Scoreboard's not showing up. Looks like right now they're keeping stats that aren't going anywhere. But a 12-on-7 right there for Shemwell and Key brings it to a 6-5. Not 100% sure what we're looking at right now. That is not who you think it is. It is still Smith, Barkley, Key, and Shemwell out here. They have not transmogrified. So they take a glance back to the scoreboard. Smith and Barkley hold an 8-5 lead after moving this to a second double dip scenario game, with Shemwell and Timmy Key holding the king's seat. right, double four-bagger. Taters exchanged. Well done. That'll leave the score right where it was with a dozen apiece for the frame. Catching up with Scoreholio and get these sides set up as these guys continue to slug it out. Oh, Timmy Key comes in. He almost face planted, I think, after that delivery. I think that the floor kind of caught his toe, but he came in hot. Big old pile of mess, as my boy, the Mississippi Ninja, likes saying. Oh, he's lucky that held the backside of the board there for Kaz. A little timeout here to come down and take a look. Little My Sharona playing in the background. We do not own the rights to this music. It is owned by The Knack. Everybody grabs a little advice, refreshes with a little additional go-go juice. 8-on-5 is where we find ourselves with Todd Smith and Kaz Barkley holding a lead now in game 2 of this double dip. That is going to be, it looks like, is that a 6-on? Yeah, 6-on-4. So I'll do my best to keep you up to speed here until our eyeballs catch up with our earballs, and that one lucky to hold the right rail. Shemmy takes advantage of that wide open center. Oh, and this one is just dangerously close to dropping off the side with one more vibration. Nice bag up there and a cleanup, and a couple of them out of play there. So this 10-5 lead is in jeopardy, although Shemwell just let him off the hook there for a couple. Is he going to be able to pull some magic out of his hat? No, and that is going to be a wash on bags that he most definitely would like to have back based on that first one with a couple of snowmen posted on the scoreboard for the frame. The open big blind draw continues over in the main arena as center court here continues to be occupied by Kaz Barkley, Todd Smith, and a 10-5 lead over Shannon Shemwell and Timmy Key. There's a front board bag right there that's going to cost him a couple. So now the lead is 13-5. Tell you what, Todd Smith and Kaz Barkley were not messing around. They came in here, I think they came in at 9-2. With Shemwell and Key coming up 6-0. So they had plenty of work to do to get back here to center court. Shemmy says, I'm going to go ahead and take that middle if you're going to give it to me. Todd's going to come in and try to clean up. There's an opportunity to, nice bag right there. So that's going to, is that going to be a 12-on-6? So that's going to put him right back into the thick of it with a 12-on-6, taking the score now to 13-11. And again, we're in the one and done portion of the program with that first game going to Smith and Barkley, forcing us into this second game. We're working on the scoreboard issue right there, but the good news is you can still see all of the participants in glorious living color, and you can see the shots that they're making, and you can do the math in your head. I'll continue to service you with an overall score, and that would be 13-11. Barkley has that last bag coming in hot. Oh, and he's trying to force something off the backside there. All right. 14-11 now as Kaz and Todd hold that slim lead, but it has been one that they've been able to maintain, and they are playing confidently. That first bag out of the hand of Todd Smith up the middle. Yeah, well, not really. Around 11 o'clock, swirls the drain, finishes it off. Shemi not able to pull off the same trick, but that one does look like it is destined for the floor. So 12 on 7, and that is a 5 spot, and that gets him just a little bit closer. Kaz Barkley, Todd Smith, can they pull off these final 2 points and make a day of it? Take those green jerseys for the World Big Blind Draw. Could this be the 2 points they need? Kaz going to be able to leave that one alone? Is Timmy going to be able to retrieve it? No, it doesn't look like he is, and Kaz is doing exactly what he needs to do, and that should do it. And that airmail is not going to be enough, but that's going to finish it off. Kaz Barkley and Todd Smith, congratulations on the double dip. Well done. The big blind draw, you got to love it. Kaz Barkley, Todd Smith come in and double dip and take it out from under the guys that sat in the king seat for quite a while. And you know what? A couple of green jerseys for the effort makes that entire season where the big blind draw commitment a big-time win. So Timmy Key up there explaining what it was that he was trying to pull off, and unfortunately what he was unable to pull off there. And Shan Shemwell, they will walk away with second place. But I'll tell you something, Kaz Barkley and Todd Smith earned those green jerseys. Well done. That big blind draw, World Big Blind Draw, belongs to them. So I made mention of everything that's going on here tomorrow on center court. Juniors, women's, seniors, singles, and doubles. Congratulations to all of those who are going to be fighting tomorrow on every court, not just center court, to try to take home the top prizes in those divisions. Co-ed will be happening. The SCR qualifier games for the Pro Series skins will be happening, and so much more. A huge fulcrum sort of day in the week that is the Worlds for the ACO Season 21 World Championships of Cornhole, the American Cornhole Organization, and that will wrap it up here now. And again, congratulations to Kaz Barkley and Todd Smith for taking that World's Blind Draw green jersey and championship. I'm Finn the Loudmouth for the ACO. More coming tomorrow, and CBC Center Court 2 as well. Continued action all week long until we get to Championship Saturday, ACO World Cornhole Day, live from the Owensboro Convention Center right here on the ACO Digital Network.